We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Blue Hens will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week one.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. He's going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On target to the left. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? Turning
it on! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Got his man quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Brings up second down.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. That's caught. It's Hilton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups, and I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Brooks. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting a deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. And the ball comes to rest right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. And some room to work. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got him, and nobody's close. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
Going for the marker on the ground. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
They'll run the toss. Got a little space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Steps away. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
At the 24-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
To throw, it's Baker. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Ball State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The short hands, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Makes the grab inside the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. On the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off and running. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Badger. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Delaware. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They kick it away on 4th down. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
One of the things that makes this defense so hard to move the football against is their defensive line. That time, 4 guys on the field, and they're able to win. You saw that guy penetrate, get through the line of scrimmage. He gets the TFL. Big reason why they're winning today is the...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Delaware. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got
a shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's the beauty of run and play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Going to the running game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Brooks. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line.
Now on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the snap, it's Jones. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put... And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Find some room. The 30. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Brooks. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly, now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On the option, the pitch. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 25 to UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you
breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Brooks. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.